Hello friends, and welcome back to our little coffee club. Today I'm going to be comparing the two SEY coffees. I'm going to pull shots of espresso with both of them. And I want to compare because last time, if you guys saw, I believe it was last video, when we reviewed this one, the Danchi, the shot pulled like for too long and it was not as good as this one. And like I told you guys when I reviewed this one, which was the video before that, I told you guys that this gave me, from a lighter roast profile coffee, it gave me the best shot of espresso I think I've ever had. Again, from a lighter roast, because I have had what I would call like those perfect shots from darker, a little bit more developed coffees. But as light as this was, I think with that level of brightness and acidity, it's gotta be like the best shot I've had because it was so well balanced and under control. Usually the acidity is a bit high for me, and even on those layer shots that I always do to try to control the acidity. And to me, that works perfectly fine as long as it's a lighter roast coffee. And yeah, today, because this one pulled for like kind of too long, I want to try again and see if I can do a better job with it. And this one, I'm going to keep the same setting and I'm going to compare them head to head. I have both coffees frozen because both were definitely the best ones from what I've tried recently. You guys remember a few videos back, we started exploring like 5 different coffees, and these two definitely came out on top. I don't know if it's something to say about SEY or what it is, but it's just what happened. These coffees were great. So yeah, today we're gonna go head to head on the espressos and compare them. Before we get into all of that, man, the other day, let me tell you guys about this. So the other day I went into Macondo's. I have talked about Macondo's here on the channel several times. There's a video reviewing the place like from way back from when I first discovered it. And then I have revisited the spot. And then I have made, I think, at least one more video where I mentioned them and I included some clips and stuff. It was on a coffee video and I talked to you guys a little bit about Macondo's. But anyway, it is a local coffee roaster and like a small restaurant that makes great sandwiches, like great. They're like one of my favorite spots. Whenever I want a sandwich around town, this is one of my go-tos. I mean, it's not the only one, but it's definitely up there on the list, way up there. I love their sandwiches. But in addition to being able to get a great sandwich, you can have a great coffee because it is a coffee shop and a roastery. A lot of times I'll buy whole beans from there. Maybe I'll repurchase them soon and showcase them here again with you guys. I haven't showcased one of their coffees here on the channel for quite a while, so I'll revisit that. But I went in just recently, last week I was in there for lunch, and I noticed they upgraded their espresso machine, and I want to show you guys a clip. So the barista, Emmanuel, which is usually the guy that I talk to when I go in there, he allowed me to come around the back of the counter and get this clip for you guys. So this is a Sanremo Cafe Racer. Okay, this, when I saw this machine and he told me the name, I knew that I had seen it somewhere and I knew how much I had liked it. And I go, man, I think I've seen this. And sure enough, this machine was featured in Brian Kwan's channel from the Asia Roasting Project, where we have showcased their coffees here before. And you guys know that it was one of the best coffees that I had all of last year. But yeah, Brian Kwan and his buddies, they have a 2 group. This is a 3 group. At Macondo's, they have a 3 group. But the one in Brian's channel was a 2 group, and they had it in the back of a Cybertruck, and they had it at a farmer's market. And sure enough, I knew that I had seen it before, so I kind of like typed it into YouTube and I started to look for some videos, and sure enough, that was the one. That's where I had seen it. But wow, what a gorgeous machine. I love this machine, especially the one at Macondo's, because it has this style, like steampunk style. And, they offer it in several kind of styles. There's a white one. I think there's a white one, a black one, and then this one. Maybe there's some other ones too. I hear that it's quite customizable. It's also very programmable. You can program a lot of parameters into this machine. It has separate boilers for each group. So, I mean, how cool is that? This thing is like decked out. What a beautiful machine. So he made me this little cortado that you see here. And yeah, this machine, man, I was like, wow, this thing is gorgeous. I love it. Imagine having one of those at home. But it is $28,000. So yeah, like the price of a small car. So anyway, I just wanted to mention it here on the channel. I'm gonna put Emmanuel's Instagram here for you guys in case you wanna follow him, check him out. Really cool guy. Again, a great barista, very good with the latte art. Check out his Instagram page and give him a follow on there. And thank you for showing me the machine that day. Next time I go into the shop, hopefully we can have another chat. Anyway, guys, without further ado, I am gonna have to pull 2 shots today, so let's get right to it. Let's go to the other counter and start pulling some espresso.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love. Stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass.
All right, so here we go, guys. A battle of the SEY coffees. Let's get into it. Okay, we're gonna dose out our first 18 grams. You know, I think this will be the less risky one because this is the one that we kind of got perfect last time. I did not change the grind size. Let's hope it works again. But you guys know what I always tell you. Chances are that no matter what I do here, the water's gonna flow differently through the puck and you're gonna get a different result, a slightly different result, no matter how careful you are. So yeah, I'm hoping to at least get in the ballpark. So we are grind size 13 once again. And last time we had done a 30-second pre-infusion and I believe it ended up being 36 seconds at 9 bars. So it was an overall 66-second shot and it was just wonderful. I can't rave enough about it. So I'm gonna try to do that again, but chances are it won't be perfect, but we'll try. So 18 grams. So yeah, guys, Macondo, man, what an espresso machine. I really loved it. I gotta say, I love the look of it. You know, would I get that over a Slayer machine? I mean, this is already endgame for me, but I have to say, like, all right, let's say they were gonna give me a machine, any machine I wanted. I think I would want a Slayer, you know, needless to say. But wow, I don't know, because wow, that Sanremo, especially the look of it, you know, Slayer, you can customize quite a bit as well. I don't know, I would have to look into that. It's a tough decision. This machine was gorgeous. I gotta say, it was super nice. All right, so we're gonna do 18 grams. Now, as far as pour overs, both of these coffees have given me about the same kind of results. They're similar and, you know, it's hard to pick one over the other. I have them both frozen, so, you know, maybe they'll both move forward. I don't know. All I know is that as espresso, this for sure was better and not even close. This one was way better. As pour overs, it's been, you know, they're both good. Maybe even great. Are they memorable? You know, I don't know. Can they beat like the Good Brothers, my favorite one? No, because that's a processed coffee. That has so much more into it, so much more going on. This is just washed. Can it beat, for example, Nick's, the coffee that New Forest Explorer or Nick sent me from the UK, that geisha? It's just totally different. It's just so different. You know, I don't know. They're just way different coffees. We'll find out. I guess we will find out. All right, so 18 grams. Okay, we're right at 18 grams. Okay, as I put the bag into the little box, I got hit with a beautiful aroma. Both of these coffees have like a really clean, beautiful coffee aroma, just gorgeous. As far as the, yeah, it gives you like that floral quality, you know? Yeah, absolutely, it's just, wow, just excellent, excellent. So we're exactly at 18, grind size 13 on the niche. Let's see what we get out. Oh, I have to switch out the cups. I almost did it. You know, this happens to me so often, but I notice every time. I think one time I made the mistake and then never again it's happened. So we'll be okay because both dosing cups are like identical, but they don't weigh the same. So if there's no way to check retention if I switch them because the cups don't weigh the same. So, all right, so I did remember, so let's go over there and let's grind it. Okay, usually when I have the focus locked and then I bring it over here, it kind of doesn't want to keep focusing, but let's see what we get. So you see the roast level there. You know, this coffee looks a bit darker than what it tastes like. It's got a lot of brightness, a lot of acidity. So, but you know, I gotta say, it does look darker. It's not like so light. Maybe that's why I'm liking it so much. Like, I didn't expect this from SEY. I just thought that all of their coffees would be like a lot lighter of a roast, like more like Scandinavian type style, which is extremely light, but this is not at all. This is, you have to say, this is kind of like what I get from Good Brothers. It's a great coffee. I mean, something to say about these Ethiopian coffees, right? All right, so there you see it, we're at 13. All right, let's grind it. You know, in the beginning, I set out to see if there was like a big difference in the different Ethiopian coffees. And, you know, I expected there to be. And so far, it's been way more diverse than I expected. You know, these two are very similar, I do have to say. But the Ethiopian from Good Brothers is way different than these two. And the Awanda coffee, I know it's not Ethiopian, but the Awanda coffee, that was totally different as well. So yeah, I mean, I expected there to be a diversity, and there is. So, all right, let's grind this and see what we get. All right, there you see the setup, guys. You see the setup. You know, as of now, I've been recording quite a few videos now with these items up here. I haven't spoken at all about them. I don't know if by now you guys saw the first video and you've already made comments and asked me about these things. I don't know that because the very first video that I recorded with these things on my counter is still not up on the channel. You know, remember that I'm always traveling in time like Wojtek says. I always have about 7 videos or 8 videos recorded that are kind of like in the pipeline waiting to be posted, and I have to edit them and all that stuff. I don't want to have to rush and for this to get too complicated for me. So therefore, I always have quite a few videos already recorded. It just is a lot of the work, it's out of the way. Okay, let's tap the spout. Oh my God, look at the scale timed out. I took so long doing that. All right, it doesn't matter. We'll weigh it. Once I put it in the portafilter, we will weigh it like we've done before. All right, let me reset the phone here on the counter. Okay, my focus should be locked here on the portafilter, so let's tear this. Let's start the scale and make sure it's at 0. Okay, so when I put the coffee in here, we should have 18 grams. There's no condensation today. Okay, let me check one more time. Should be at 0, and it is. Okay, so now we should have 18 grams. You know what? Let me fluff it up. Again, puck prep on this channel here, guys, has been pretty on point. I do have to say, we rarely get any channeling, at least visual channeling. All right. Okay, let's see if we have our 18 grams. Wow, perfect, guys. 18 in, 18 out. Let me show you because maybe we have some non-believers here on the channel, but they doubt me. But here it is, 18 grams, perfect. Let's do some puck prep. Okay, relock my focus. Let me rearrange things here a little bit. Get the scale out of the way. Okay, dosing funnel. Okay, I had to adjust things again. All right, and then we do some WDT. Now the main purpose for the WDT, at least the way I do things, is basically just to make sure the density of coffee is equal everywhere here in the portafilter, because really there is no clumps. By the time I put it in here, first of all, the niche zero doesn't give you clumps, like you don't get a clumpy grind, but I always declump the coffee in the catch cup, so there's really no clumps. It's just a matter of making sure you have even density. And the coffee's kind of distributed evenly everywhere. Okay, you know what? Should we? Nah, let's today. I don't want to risk it. Pasado. you know what we are. We're gonna temp with Pasado today. Let's do this. I can do this. All right, come on, Pasado. Don't let me down. Again, you guys know that I love this tamper. It's like my favorite tamper, but because of this little beveled edge, it just makes it difficult for me to tamp straight. Okay, whoa, that's way off. All right, let me see. Let me adjust it. You know, always check. You can always give it a little push and kind of put it in place. I believe it to be completely flat here now. Yeah, this is good. This is good. You know, I've seen quite a few people that do like more than one tamp. They like tamp and tamp again. I think I saw Lance do that recently and talk about that. I don't remember the reasoning behind it or what it is, but you know, I gotta say, I'm not on board with that one either. I don't see what's the point of that. But yeah, I mean, do you guys double tamp, triple tamp? I know I have a new buddy here on the channel. Wow, there's a Faith and Bean or Bean and Faith or some kind of thing. I can't remember the name of the channel. I'll look it up. I'll put it here for you guys in case you wanna check him out. Cool dude. But yeah, we've talked a little bit in the comments. He has his own YouTube channel. So you know, check him out. But yeah, I think he like double tamps. I don't know what's it all about, the double tamping, and Lance talked about it. So there's got to be something to it. But you know, I don't know if I'm gonna get on board with that one. But you know, let's run the machine a little bit, flush it a little bit. Since I remembered today, dry it. Man, that water's coming out so hot. Holy cow. All right. Puck screen. All right, the one from Gemini, but first coffee. Words to live by. Lock it in. Okay, paddle at 5 o'clock. Let me set up the cameras and we'll pull our first shot. All right, I should have all the cameras running here. So let's, oh, by the way, guys, I got a new battery for the GoPro that promises not to blow up. We'll see if it lives up to the hype. But I did watch some reviews, and you know, obviously this blowing up feature of the GoPro batteries is a thing, and I'm not the only one. It's not defying the laws of physics in my kitchen. It just happens with the GoPro. So, but these batteries are not made by GoPro, but they promise to be a lot better. Now, why wouldn't GoPro make the best batteries possible for their equipment? Like, that doesn't make sense. But apparently somebody else figured it out for them. We'll just wait and see. We'll wait and see. But yeah, it is funny. All right, let's see. Let's start the Akaya. All right, so pulling our first shot. Again, 30 seconds. I mean, ideally I want 30 and 30, but last time it was 30 and 36 and it turned out fabulous. So why would I change that? So let's just hope we can get close to the same thing again. So, all right, here we go. So we're looking for 45 grams out, a 1 to 2.5 ratio, 18 grams in, 45 out. So I level it off at around 2.5 bar. And now we wait the first 30 seconds as the coffee puck gets saturated with water. Okay, it started dripping. Last time it started dripping probably around the same time. So, okay, we're about to hit the 30 seconds. I'm gonna ramp up. This shot is, I think, flowing just a little bit faster than last time, guys. Okay, let's take it to 9 bars. Nice and slow. I don't like the way that stream looks. I wonder if we had any channeling or anything. I'll look back at the recording and see. Okay, we're getting close. Okay, I went just slightly over. I ended up at 45.8, 41 seconds since first drip, 60 seconds. Overall, it did run just slightly faster than last time, but very close, just a little bit faster. Let's give it a quick taste test and see if we have achieved perfection once again. I can almost guarantee you that we have not. Let me first stop this camera, because the camera that shoots that bottom angle, that one still doesn't have a solution for the blowing up feature. So we better not risk it. Okay, here we go. Let's give it a swirl. Again, these are the Propel glasses from Kroof. They have these little winglets inside that will stir up your coffee as you swirl it. So therefore you don't have to use a spoon. I mean, it seems to work for me. It's the way I've always done it. Wow, man, this is a delicious coffee. Oh boy. You know, what did I say last time? Melon? I don't think I said what kind of melon. It was more like maybe like a honeydew or one of these melons, not watermelon. Maybe I should have been specific. Not watermelon. And some berryness up front, tartness, berryness up front. Let's see, what were the tasting notes for this one? This one was, the fruit notes hover between light peach and tropical. So, you know, melon, tropical taste, yeah, I could see that. And have hints of tart plum. Okay, I didn't say plum, but some kind of berryness, tartness, and other stone fruits. So stone fruits like peach and stuff like that. I'm not getting a whole bunch of that, but I think I'm in the right ballpark. And wow, this is just excellent. Is it like last time? Yeah, no. It's last time was just a tad better, but it's really close. I have to say, it is really close. Man, the aroma. Wow. You know, the lingering flavor in your mouth is just something that you don't usually get. This tropical, like really, it says tropical. I'm gonna agree with that. It's just like maybe, could it be like pineapple or just like a juiciness, like very fruity, and tropical is a good descriptor. Man. Wow, that is delicious. Last time was a little tad better. I wouldn't call this perfect. I would call this like way up there on the greatness level, but just not quite perfect. The first one was perfect. This is so close. The other one was a slightly little bit better balance between the sweetness and the acidity. This one has a little bit more of the tartness, a little less on the sweetness. Maybe those extra 6 seconds made the difference. Who knows? I don't know, but I do have to say the other one had a little bit better balance. But this, wow, it's delicious. All right, let's try working on the second one. And I know the temperatures are gonna be like way different and all that, but you know, we do what we can, guys. So let's just go, let's move on and try to pull the second shot. All right, so here we go. We are all reset and ready to go for the second shot. So start the scale, another 18 grams. Okay, so this time I didn't say, but last time I ground this one also at 13 and it just didn't work for this one. For this one, I'm gonna go at 16 because this one brewed like way too slow. So I'm gonna be at 16 with this one. That's what I'm going with. So 3 notches up from where I brewed it last time. Last time it was like 30 seconds slower than I wanted it. So 3 notches, maybe, we'll see. I would love to get the same kind of thing, like a 60-second shot, like 30 and 30, and see where we're at. Ooh, I got really close. 18.3, 18. Okay, the first coffee gave me more aroma when I put the bag back into the box. This one still has great aroma. I gotta say this one's a little bit better, at least on the aroma. They both have that nice floral quality, but the other one, this one's a little bit better, I would say. Okay, let's grind it. Again, so this one is at 16. Okay, tap the spout, like my buddy Angel says. All right, let's see. So let's see if we're at 18. Yep, exactly. Wow, 2 for 2 today. All right, let's do some pug prep. All right, the focus should be locked. Everything should be nice and hot. You know, I have talked about how it is that I reset between shots. I don't want to get into all of that today, but if you guys have any questions about that, you know, leave it in the comments and maybe we'll address that in another video once again. Okay, so, oh, you know what? Wait a minute. We have to declump. Not that there's any clumps, but now for sure it's nice and fluffy. Okay. Let me readjust the camera for the rest of the pug prep. Now we do some WDT with this one. Just take your time, do circles. Make sure you distribute everything properly. All right, so we did pasado on the last one. We'll do pasado again, see what happens. The last one was not too good, but we'll see this time. Okay, give you guys a nice angle for the tamp. You know, I think, who was it? I think Ollie told me that he has the same, you know, thing with his, he's tried other tampers, and just the one that came with the machine, the Elite one, which I think is made by IMS, it just works better for him too. So I'm not the only one. Okay, yeah, still. He's still off. But okay, a little adjustment. All right, I think we're good. I think we are good right there. Feels the same everywhere. Okay, now we drop the puck screen. We dry it up a little bit. Let's run it. So I remembered both times. Okay. Yeah, that water's cooking today. All right, let's see. So, you know, you can visually inspect it and you could see the line inside, and it's like perfectly level now. It's perfect. So, all right, so we ran it. Let's lock it in. Again, you guys see that my boiler temperature is set at 95, but the actual brewing temperature is not 95. As the machine sits and heats up and you pull more and more shots, it becomes hotter and hotter. But in the beginning, my first shots are usually, I mean, if I use the machine fairly quickly, it's gonna be probably 79, 80 Celsius. And as I pull more shots, it'll probably climb up to like 85, 86, something like that. Keep in mind that the way I took the temperature, there's probably was some loss the way that I did it. So add like 3 degrees or maybe 4 degrees to what I just said. Maybe, it cannot be any hotter than that. At most, I'm brewing somewhere, I would say between like 84 and 88. So I am somewhere around like 10 degrees down from what it says there. Now that there is an adjustment that you can do on the Bianca to correct for that, but I don't mind at all. I love the shots I'm getting from the machine just the way it is. I don't want to mess with it. The shots are fabulous, so why would I do that? All right, let's pull the shot before people start getting annoyed because they say that I take too long. All right, let's see what kind of results we get this time. I think I have everything running. Let me check. Yes, we should be good. Okay, here we go. Let's do the Akaya again. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go for the second shot, see if we can hit it. So again, we're looking for like 30-second pre-infusion, 30-second on 9 bar. I went up by 3 notches versus last time. Last time the shot took about 20 to 30 seconds longer. I don't remember, but somewhere around there. Let's see if we can hit it this time. Again, pressure starts coming in right around 9 seconds. Just, level it off at around 2.5. Okay, we're getting drips pretty much right away. So this is a lot coarser. Okay, I'm already over 2 grams. I'm gonna ramp up. This is not ideal. I'll tell you that right now. A Slayer shot, you don't wanna get more than like, a couple grams while you're doing your pre-infusion. After that, you can't hardly call it pre-infusion anymore. It's just brewing. So I think this shot might be a bit too fast, but we'll see. Okay, wow, I almost nailed that one. 45.1, 41 seconds since first drip, 54 overall, so just under 60 seconds. Both shots ran pretty close. I do have to say that was pretty close. I wish this would have gone for another 6 seconds to maybe even 10 seconds more. But I think if I would have gone, maybe I should have gone 15 and a half. Maybe. So, I mean, we're really close to the right grind size. So, at least for what I want. Let me stop one of the cameras. Okay, you know what? I see some signs of channeling. I think we had a little bit of channeling on that one. I will take a look at both shots. Maybe I'll put it here on the screen. I'll take a look closely and tell you guys if we had channeling on both shots or just this shot. I'm pretty sure this one had channeling. There's always a certain amount of like splashing that happens and so it's hard to tell. But that's because the cup is like too far from the shower screen. But there's not much I could do about that if I want to film it. If I want to film it, I've done it before. If you get it any closer, it kind of blocks, you can no longer see. So, all right, let's see. Let's taste it. Now this one is much faster than what I did previously, and I recorded it. Is it better? I'll tell you right now, I don't have to taste them side by side. This one is not as good. For me, this one has, it's still too much acidity. Still very interesting flavor, I do have to say. Very interesting flavor, but yeah, no, this one's gonna be better. Here's the other one. Okay, here's the first one. It's still nice and warm. Let me tell you, it's still nice and hot. Oh man, that's just way better. There's no doubt. Okay, so now I know for sure this coffee is better. In my opinion, of course, who knows? This is, a matter of taste. But yeah, for me, definitely this one's better. Let's take a look at this one again. Let's try this one again. As it cools, I do have to say it is better as it cools. It's like acidity is coming down a little bit. Right now it's a little bit better than when it first brewed, but overall still, this shot is better, there's no doubt. Now, what are we gonna do with the rest of this? I would easily drink both of these shots, but I think I wanna make an Americano last time. Alfred the Heads made that suggestion. When he doesn't get a good shot, he just turns it into an Americano if it's still kind of doable. And I have to agree with that. That's a great idea. Both of these shots though are excellent. Do I wanna not drink all of them? I don't know. What do we do? Oh, decisions. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn them both into an Americano. I'm not gonna show you guys the whole process, so this video is just gonna get way too long. But what I'm gonna do is, today let me show you guys. Just use the GoPro, it's easier. But right now all the lights are on, that's why it's a lot brighter. But you could see, can you see that? I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, you see I have the kettle is on. I have the water holding at around 87, because what comes out of the spout here is just way too hot, for making Americanos. I'd rather use the kettle. But what I'm gonna do is weigh how much coffee's here, and then whatever amount of grams times 5, and that's the amount of water I'll be adding to turn it into an Americano, which I believe is a 1-to-5 ratio as far as the espresso to water, okay? So that's the process I'm gonna use, and I'll catch you guys at the other counter, and then we'll talk about them. So you can see my cups are warming up here, so I kind of felt like maybe that's what I was gonna do here today, so I think I do wanna do that. Although both of these shots are great, but okay, I wanna try them as Americano again, so I'm gonna do that. I'll weigh it out and then add the times 5 and then add the proper amount of water. Okay, I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so I got both shots here. Let's give it a quick stir. All right, now full disclosure, and I'm usually very, very careful about this, but I kind of mixed them up. I don't remember what's what, so I can't, I can still tell you which one I like more, but I wouldn't know. I totally confused them, so I was setting everything up. Now I don't remember. I did tell you as espresso, no doubt about it. I like this one a lot better. So yeah, this gives you oh my God, great shots. Now, depending who's tasting, right? Maybe some people would like this one. This one's definitely higher acidity, brightness, all that stuff. This one, maybe it's a little bit more developed. I can't tell, they both look roasted the same, but all right, cheers. Oh, I had told you guys that the Americanos are 1-to-5. I'm not sure if everybody does it this way. This one has a lot tighter ratio. This is a 1-to-3, I believe is what I did here. Yeah, I think Ollie told me he does 100 grams for maybe a 2-ounce shot. So, or around 40, how many grams is that? That I can't recall right now. But Ollie, what ratio do you use? Give me a ratio, not a because it depends how much coffee you got left, to add on. Maybe you did a 1-to-2, maybe you did a 1-to-3 as your espresso, I don't know. So give me a ratio, buddy, help me out so I can get my Americanos right. I think both of these have a little bit too much water right now, I gotta say. Yeah, the flavor is very light, very delicate, not a lot going on. I just need a stronger cup, so I diluted it too much. Now, as far as grams of water, they both have about 80 grams of water, and I think I had 25 grams of espresso, something like that, and I put about 80 grams of water. I don't know, whatever ratio that is. Okay, right now I like this one better, but again, they're both a little bit too diluted. They're definitely different. I mean, they're similar. They're not super different. They're similar, but you know, side by side like this, I could definitely taste the difference. If I drink this one today and tomorrow you give me this one, I might say it's the same coffee. I might. But side by side, you can tell there's a difference here. Yeah, they're both nice. They're both nice. Again, Ollie, help me out. Give me the ratio, buddy. I want to get my Americanos right. So I'm gonna enjoy the last of this, but being that I had to pull 2 shots, I don't want the video to get super long. You know, give Emmanuel from Macondo Coffee Roasters, give him a follow on Instagram. I'm sure he would appreciate that. And yeah, maybe next time I'm in there, I have enough time to, I would have to go like on a weekend, you know, because when I'm at lunch, my boss gonna fire me if I'm recording a video in the middle. So, but I think I'll make it out there during the weekend one of these days. You know, I've been meaning to, now that I have good GoPro batteries, maybe I'm gonna take you guys on a field trip. We'll go on a field trip, hit a couple of coffee shops, show you around town a little bit. Comment below if you wanna see a little bit of that. I think that'll be fun. We're due for a little expedition. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me here for a little while. I really appreciate you guys. Please give the video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, drop in and say hello. You know, I appreciate you guys a whole bunch. Thank you for being here with me for a few minutes. You can expect a new video from me every single Sunday. I've been consistent now for like 2 years. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next Sunday.